You're now tuned in to the number one podcast. I give you new wave shop talk, shop talk, shop talk. New wave shop talk, new wave, new wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop talk, shop talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New wave, new wave.
Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. All these them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.
You're now tuned in to the number one podcast.
What? We can get right tonight. Yeah, baby, come and roll with me. I can really change your world. Just give me time to see. So let's get right tonight. It's a kind of night in my life tonight. So let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. So
girl, stop tripping. You know my whip game proper. You wanna fuck with a Gouda, get a guap gripper. I keep 3 hoes on hand, I'm Jack Tripper. I'm known to cut hoes up, I'm Jack Ripper. Like right Cinderella, she's missing that slipper. But if she fuck with pimpin', maybe I'll give her a chance to live the limelight. She can visualize the paper, now she see a future in hindsight. I know the rhymes tight, pimpin' what it look like. Always some hot shit when Flossy B is on the mic. So let's get high tonight, or maybe take a fly tonight. Or we can do it easy in my scrape and take a ride tonight. Yeah. But whatever you decide tonight, baby girl, just know we gon' do it big tonight. Yeah, I said whatever you decide tonight, baby girl, just know I can change your life tonight.
we can get right tonight. Baby, come and roll with me. I can really change your world. Just give me time to see. So let's get right tonight. It's a kind of night in my life tonight. So let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight.
Yeah, they say I talk slick and always want fellatio. Niggas be hating, we don't give a fuck, Geronimo. It's going down, waterproof the whole shit. She say she get wet as a beach, ooh, I wanna see that. Let the seats back, we about to take off. Light up the Cali, cause girl, you about to fuck the boss. We headed to the room, baby girl, take it off. First we fly high, and then I break you off. Slap your ass, stick in your face, yeah, you like that rough shit. Pulling your hair, make your back, curve like scoliosis. She ain't lying, y'all, she wetter than a hydrant. We just played a game with a high mic.
We can get right tonight. Baby, come and roll with me.
Hands up.
I can really change your world. Just give me time to see. So let's get right tonight. High as a kite tonight. Living my life tonight. So let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. Hey.
She say she needed in the world from a veteran, so she called me. Nickname is Cedrin. Need it like medicine. Serve it better than any other brethren. Cause in the bedroom I give lessons. For my time in some D, she give her possessions. Came from the Campbells, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Born in the Roses, very soft spoken. Seen the ism and that's for real, that's why she chose him. Bonnie and Clyde style, that's how we rollin'. Ain't no place on this earth we can go and they can hold us. We on our own shit, money couldn't clone this. I call her brainchild for the way she dome stick. Ride it like a bike, girl, need it in my life, girl. Light skin, green eyes, yeah, you my type, girl. She was feeling like dinner in a blunt. I was feeling like fucking in a cut, for real.
We can get right tonight. Baby, come and roll with me. I can really change your world. Just give me time to see. So let's get right tonight. It's a kite tonight. Living my life tonight. So let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. Let's get right tonight. So let's get right tonight. Let's get
DA, nigga. Man.
Who wrote that hook? Flossie?
Me and you.
Yeah.
Now was a good hook. That was a good song, man. That was the DA, man.
Yes,
Dina
sir.
affiliates in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? You're now tuned in. You feel me? So
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome, man. New Wave Shop Talk, man. This is episode 106.
Yeah.
106 in Dina. 106 come park it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Thank you.
New Wave in 106, man.
Yeah, you
Thank
feel me?
you.
New Wave famously broke 106,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
man.
I am the host, Dina Boy Juice, man. And to my left, we got.
SD Pasadena Shine, it's all the same.
And to my right, we got.
The FLAWC with a space B, man.
What up, baby, man? So, man, we're about to see some crazy shit going on right now. How many preseason games is it? 6 or 4?
Nah, it's
Three.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Baltimore Ravens, man, they losing this game tonight, right? Nigga, they ain't lost a preseason game since
Oh, yeah.
September 3rd of
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
It's 8 years.
Yeah, they won like 23 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, it was 24. You know what I'm saying? They lost on a 50-yard kick at the end of the game. And then they threw a pick. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But, man. Welcome to the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we on to another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
Oh, man, all is well. Can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? Did a little celebrating this weekend. For my birthday, man. You know how we do.
Was turned up?
Yeah, we was turned up, man.
Man,
You know, we
shit.
did how we do it. You know how we do. We go all the way up, man.
You feel me?
Yes,
Popping
sir.
bottles and all of that.
Yeah, we was popping bottles doing our thing.
Had it
man.
going on. They had a bartender in there, man. She was on.
Yeah, she was killer with
She
the,
was-
the customer service, with the drinks, with the.
Man, she poured so much Hennessy in my sidecar.
Thank you.
Whew, shit, I had like 2 drinks in one.
Oh, all right, yeah, I can dig it.
Shit.
Shout out to the bartender.
You
man.
know
She
what I'm
was doing her
saying? West
thing.
West. Shout out to West West. That was her
Thank
name.
you.
West West.
Thank you. West
Yeah,
West
'cause
was on.
she took Cash App.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. There
She
you go.
took Cash App. She didn't
Thank
take no
you.
debit cards or nothing. She was like Cash or Cash App.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that
That's
was
love.
good, man. That was
That was
good.
what's love right there.
Yeah, man.
Good looking out for coming out. You know what I'm saying?
I hate I missed it.
Oh yeah, man, it's all good. You know how we do. We're gonna do round 2, 3, 4. all
Yeah,
that, you know what I'm
Prices
saying?
was saying, man, let's try to get together this weekend. You know,
Yeah,
and to tell you that outside, but I forgot till right now.
yeah,
You know, at least have a drink or two.
yeah, we'll definitely make it do what it do. I'm
You know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
Palm Springs on Friday, but
Oh, okay.
we gonna make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
So,
We gonna make it make sense.
Niggas got long money, man. I'm only going to Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
Denver.
Shit. No, nigga. Colorado Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? You remember back in the days, and niggas be like, man, what school you going to next year? You be like, man, I'm going to the University at Colorado Street.
Thank you. Don't be stupid. You already know,
PCC, nigga.
PCC player.
We never knew that motherfucker was like top 10 in the nation every
Nigga
year.
number
though.
one.
You know what I'm
Nigga, but
saying?
like they had a streak.
Yeah, they had a
Number
street.
one school.
That's how they got all that money for that new library,
And
new
everything.
basketball gym.
All academics.
Yeah, all academics. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Sports
sir.
was cool, but the academics, man, was killer.
Yeah, it was driving it.
Plus, Pasadena's a beautiful place to live if you got to go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just
Doesn't
telling
like it
you,
out here.
my son, you know, he loves it out here. He's like, man, you know, I got a different kind of group of friends that aspire to
Right.
do different things, and
Right.
Right.
it's different.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's for sure that.
That's like we was talking to the lady next door kids. You know what I'm saying? They got ambitions and dreams and
Right.
shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right.
you know, want to play the guitar, do movies. Oh, not movies, but take pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And getting into the video, clothing
Exactly.
line, stuff like that. You know, if you a young 16-year-old and you got those ambitions now, and you know you going forward and
Right.
trying to do it now, imagine when you get 21.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Probably
He
having-
was called seasoned.
yeah, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
for sure.
Be a vet out here. Like, man, I did that shit when I was 16.
Thank you. Be
You know,
experienced.
still
with
be humble with it though.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
it at all points.
So yeah, man, I'm good too, man. You know, little tired, you know, old man didn't get a nap in the day. You know what I'm saying?
There it
Shit,
is.
you know what I mean?
That power nap.
Need that power nap, but you know, we got this hen, you know. They put the hen in a different bottle today.
Yeah.
Put the hen in the coconut.
Put that little different little.
That's just like, what is that? That's Kavasasi.
That's that different
That's
little
that's
label.
patrinacy, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You want that patrinacy, nigga?
Man.
Honoring, it's that honoring the 50 years of hip hop, Hennessy. That's what that is.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what that is.
We'll show you right.
Damn, I didn't even look
That's
at the
what
bottle.
that is, player. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
That kind of
Hennessy.
looked like Tupac writing.
Yeah.
They wrote some. They took some shit off of his lyric sheet.
Is that Ja Rule, nigga?
Oh man, what it say? What I think about you,
Man, you took the words out my mouth.
Oh
Man,
man,
took the words right out my mouth.
man. So since Thursday, the last show we did, man, these motherfuckers been trying to scare the dog shit out of us, talking about a hurricane coming. You know what I'm saying?
Him coming.
Yeah, her coming. Hurricane Hilary. You know what I'm saying? She was supposed to come wreak havoc. She was going to be 400 miles per hour.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Going across 400 miles. They told all of Southern California,
Shut it down.
nigga, shut it down.
They
Don't go
closed the
nowhere.
schools
Hide
down
your
there,
kids.
Jack.
Hide your kids. Hide your
your
wife,
wife,
man.
Yeah, that motherfucker came through and God just pissed on us.
Thank you.
God was
Just
like,
sprinkles. Just sprinkles. This
Yeah,
is
it's
just
a sprinkle, man.
sprinkles.
It's a
Yeah,
sprinkle.
sprinkle me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's funny, real quick. So somebody sent me a little one of them little shorts. You know how you be
Right.
sending the shit through Instagram, the videos.
Right.
So this motherfucker, you know, they had a little water coming and shit. So the nigga put his hand out there. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Then he put his hand out there again, and it was like. Then he looked up, nigga, it was a monkey pissing.
Oh.
Oh, nigga done drank the monkey piss. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, big Snoop Dogg.
You feel me? And that's what God did to us. He just pissed
Thank
on us,
you.
sprinkled us.
Sprinkled
The freeway was kind of fucked up. I went
Yeah.
to, I left last night to do some shit.
Right,
And
right, of
it
course.
wasn't nobody on the freeway.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had niggas made a run on the store. And,
Nobody
nigga,
outside.
what? Nigga, they had niggas running like Massa was coming back.
Man, after I knew it wasn't going to be no storm, I said, let me go do some dashing real quick.
Thank
Got out there about 10 o'clock. Everything closed.
Oh yeah,
Everything. They done shut it down. I thought I was back in Miami.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But wasn't nothing boarded up. Apple was the only one that had like sandbags
Right.
in front of their shit. You know
they
what
got
I mean?
the real merchandise.
And they probably been flooded before too, though.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Because you know they just remodeled it.
Yeah.
They just remodeled it. That shit was closed for like
Protect your
3 months.
investment.
Yeah, that shit was closed for like 3 months. But they was like, yeah, fuck that. So, you know, I was watching the news and they was talking to Mayor Bass. Is mayor or governor? No, it's mayor
Mayor.
because Gavin Newsom is the governor.
Yeah.
So the reporter asked a question that everybody want to know, like, okay, how do you feel about, you know, people doing what they were supposed to do? She was like, yeah, you know, everybody sheltered in place. They stayed in the house. They stayed off the roads. She was like, okay, cool, but nothing happened. So when y'all tell us this, y'all try to scare us like this again.
Niggas is gonna be out.
You know, yeah, exactly. Do you think people gonna do the same thing? Like, she was like, well, I would hope so. You know, we hope everybody. And I was like, yeah, she ain't got no answers for that. Ain't no answer for that. Because, I mean, California, I've never heard of a hurricane hitting California.
Thank you.
Ain't
That-
right about that.
That is a Caribbean event.
Tropical storm.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
We
Shit.
didn't have a tropical storm. That was just a good old fashioned rain.
Thank you. Just
And
a consistent rain.
It rained harder than that in what? April and May.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? It was raining for like 4-5 days.
Yeah.
They gave
Sure.
us less than 24 hours of sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Just sprinkles.
My people called me from Atlanta yesterday. I heard
Y'all
y'all got
okay?
that storm coming. Y'all gonna be okay? I'm like, it's raining a little bit.
And my
Then-
brother said the same shit.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I seen something on Instagram said pray for California.
I had to send a wellness picture. Like, man, it is sunny as a motherfucker
Yeah, man,
outside.
that's all
75
good.
degrees. Looking like Africa in the sky. You know how Africa be looking beautiful. Like, yeah, it's nice out here right now.
California is bracing for a tropical storm.
Tomorrow's gonna be 80.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
but I understand that though, because niggas is definitely gonna be like. But like I said, we ain't never outside of El Nino. You know, which would last for days, not just 1 or 2.
And that's way worse.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's the only thing we have to compare. But yeah, they definitely put the extra on that shit.
On the real. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, because we out here giving y'all meteorologist news. You know what I'm saying? I am
straight from the sauce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I am Juice Reigns. You know what I'm saying?
And I am Flossy Canyons.
And you are?
Nigga, I'm just SD Pasadena Sean, man.
He's Dexter Force.
No, that's Pasadena Storms.
Pasadena Storms. That's Pasadena Storms. That's my name.
I'm just SD, man.
Pasadena Storms is my name.
My name is Sean Reigns.
Sean Reigns.
Sean and Juice Reigns.
That.
That's my brother right there.
I'm just messing with you.
What's up,
Sean
brother?
Reigns.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Speaking of a brother, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think about? Y'all heard about Gunplay?
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit
You know how
ever.
who Gunplay is and shit, right?
I you know what was funny about, well, not was funny, but it doesn't surprise me.
Not at all.
Over the things that he's done in the past year.
Wait. Say what he said. I mean, what he did real quick.
So what he did was he was playing Call of Duty, and it was late at night, and his girl asked him to, kind of, keep it down because he was scaring the baby. And I guess he was a little under the influence, and he pulled out a rifle on her.
While she was holding the baby. So she called the police and got him arrested and filed a restraining order, and she's on the move. Yeah, she said, man, I ain't gonna never let this nigga get another chance to do that.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
I commend
her.
her.
And I agree with her.
Yeah, I commend her though, because being drunk,
anything can happen.
5 pounds of pressure.
Right.
Bam.
Anything
and the baby
can happen.
dead.
I was just about to say that.
saying?
Anything can happen. And as a father, as a man, my grandfather always taught me that's what makes you a man, to be in control of situations that normally most people won't be in control of.
Right.
And you have to respect it. We've all been in that situation where we've been playing video games late night, whether we were talking to ourselves, playing with our kids, playing with the homie, and hey, keep it down.
Right.
And it didn't involve anybody pulling out I've been smacked before playing video games late night loud.
You might talk some shit.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, I'm a diamond player out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Niggas expect that.
But yeah, nothing like that. Nothing would make me, That's like, us being at the crib and, we playing video games and moms come out and say, hey, keep it down.
Right.
And then you up thing on her.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Come on, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, unnecessary, to say the least.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right.
It's crazy because niggas just can't get enough of themselves, I guess, huh? Niggas just gotta keep doing dumb shit, giving them more spice.
Well, if we know about Gunplay, right? This nigga, cocaine fiend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine fiend and an alcoholic.
Right. No, I'm just saying. Yeah, too many vices.
Too many vices. So that cocaine make you feel like you that nigga.
Tony Montana.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like you that nigga. And I don't know, man. Maybe Go ahead.
You think he was tired of her? Like she had been nagging all week and he just was tired of her. I'm just saying.
I think that nigga's stupid.
I agree, but did something push him to the edge? That's what I'm asking.
I think, like I said, sometimes maybe the nigga was like, you know what? Let me just take advantage of this shit right now. I know this nigga super faded. I know if I go in here and say this nigga's about to trip. And then that's my way out.
Man, I don't know no woman that's gonna do some shit and know a nigga gonna pull
a
out some
gun.
heat.
Yeah.
Because anything might happen.
Now, I'm not saying the anticipation of getting a gun pulled. But I'm talking about as far as confrontation.
Yeah, you got to think about it. That nigga's an alcoholic, right?
Right.
So they done had plenty confrontations.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? 1 in the morning, whatever time it was. We don't know the exact time, but whatever time it was, she was probably in there asleep. You know what I'm saying?
And
he woke her up.
Yeah, woke her up, and she
Exactly.
went and checked on the baby, and the baby
baby
in
was
there shaking
yelling.
and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, like
Come on now.
I don't think that was like one of those moments. I know what you're talking about. Like some women be like, one more motherfucking time, and I'm gonna start some shit.
Let me ask you a question. Now imagine your girl, you at home with the baby, y'all in the bed, they loud, and you come outside and you say, hey man, you wake the baby up. You know, and then she put up things on you in front of her friends.
Right?
Would you still be with her?
Hell
no.
That bitch gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody got to go.
I mean, it's enough sad tales out here to know
Exactly.
that it could happen. And she was probably smart enough. Well, she's smart enough to be like, it ain't gonna happen to me.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna have to hunt me down if you want to kill me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna make it easy.
Yeah, ain't gonna make it easy. And I mean, she did the right thing. I know motherfuckers probably be like, oh, they'll call the police ass bitch. Man, please, nigga. You got drugs and alcohol mixed and a nigga pulling out a rifle.
Thank you.
And she probably
While
ran in the room
playing
so
Call
fast.
of Duty?
While playing Call of Duty, you know? And watching Love and Hip Hop with him on there,
Right.
he's still a child. Like, that nigga in his 30s or 40s.
It's very unpredictable.
But he's still a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mind don't click like most people. 1 minute he'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to get better and doing all of this. You know, Rick Ross told me to yada, 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 and I'm doing everything I can. Next thing you know, he flipping out on motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't remember what they say and then come back and do the same shit they said they wasn't going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, playing Call of Duty, like he was saying, you kill a nigga in Call of Duty, nigga, that nigga respawn.
Right.
When he drunk and shit, he might think he gonna shoot them motherfuckers and they gonna
that
respawn.
same frame of mind.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know. That's why I say he's still a child, you know? So I don't know, man. We hope he get better. Hope he get help. I mean, we've been saying this for 10 fucking years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we
sir.
hope he
It's
get
been
help
some
because
time.
he is
Been
in
some time.
Miami, nigga, the home of the Tony Montana.
And the turn up.
Yeah, the turn up is real, especially when you got a little bread.
And a little notoriety.
Yeah, everywhere you go, shit is comped. That
Thank
means
you.
free.
Thank you.
For being in the establishment. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for your presence.
Real.
Post. That's what they'll tell you.
Yeah. Post that you here. We're going to get other motherfuckers here because you here. Gunplay is over here at Privé. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
He eating a steak at Privé.
Yeah, right now.
You know what I'm saying?
All that shit free.
But Privé is in Memphis, right? That's in Memphis, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Take Atlanta too.
Nigga at
And Miami.
Nigga at G5. He at G5 throwing money at the strippers. Y'all come throw money at the strippers.
Yeah.
Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
Don't be
That's what
stupid.
your party reminded me of, nigga, being at a strip club, even though nobody was stripping.
Right.
It was just packed like that.
And they was going hammer time before you got there. You
Was they?
would have thought it had to be some strippers in there, the way they was doing their thing.
When I got in there, the DJ with the dreads, that nigga was trash.
Yeah,
The nigga before him was cool.
he was cool.
But the next nigga, he was dancing, he was hyped up. I'm like, dude, you're mixing. This nigga
Terrible.
would mix I'll Be Sure and then come back and play Ski.
Right.
Like, nigga, what is you doing?
All over the place.
Shit, you look
Don't
around,
do
ain't
that.
nobody dancing. Nobody dancing.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, what is you doing? You remember we was in Atlanta? That was probably one of the best DJs I ever seen.
Yeah.
That nigga right there at that
Yeah. He
that
made
college party.
He made you want to dance.
Man,
Thank
on the
you.
real.
I've never been to a
Thank you.
party where like, you know, the music kind of just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This my shit. Oh,
You
this
know,
my
hey,
shit
you
too.
know,
This
hey,
my shit
you
too.
remember on Revenge of the Nerds when a Thriller came on, the white dude was sitting there. That's how the music in Atlanta did you. That shit was
Thank you.
hilarious.
Thank you.
I remember
That shit.
That girl came up to me at that club. She was like, "Why you looking so mean for? Why you ain't dancing?" I'm like, "Oh man, them bitches stayed next to a nigga the whole night. Like, god damn,
She
might
was
well
like-
talk to her ass."
She was like, this
Shit.
young nigga's on me right here. I don't want that. No, she did. And then the nigga came over by us.
"Yeah, like
It
nigga,
was like,
we
man, he
don't
was
know
just trying
you."
to talk to us.
Oh man, like man, get up on, man.
Thank you.
But I y'all heard me say it was a college party, but it was a party of professionals that went to certain
MBA.
schools, and they all
had MBAs,
Yeah.
Masters in Business Associates.
Right.
Yeah, we was in there with some rich bitches.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
be
rich,
stupid.
bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be stupid.
We don't own the rights to that. That's my nigga Donnell Rollins.
Thank you.
ATL was a different animal, man. Got to go back like
Yes, sir.
real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So it was a teen, man. What's her name? Mackenzie Striler, 17, man. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but she was 17. She drove her car 100 miles an hour into a wall on some bullshit. Like, I don't even think she was drunk or nothing. Just ran the fucking car into the wall.
Got mad.
She had her boyfriend and her homegirl in the car, killed both of them, and she stayed alive.
Damn.
They just gave her 2 life sentences.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cold because she's young. But
Yeah. But I mean, shit, boy, you can't be out here. You know, I be worried about my son. Like, man, I know the car gonna go 100, but
What
nigga,
you
you
gotta
don't need to do
do
that.
is you gotta show him
You know
a
what I'm
wreckage.
saying?
You gotta show him. Like my daughter, I had to show her a wreckage, and she was like, "What is that?" I'm
Right.
like, "That was a motherfucker who was speeding."
Right.
She was like, "For real?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, this is the consequences."
Yeah.
I was just watching some shit online where a motherfucker was trying to get away from the police, a female,
Right.
and she hit the cop. The cop was able to get in the car and chase her down.
and
But-
tried to run her over, right?
Nope. By the time he caught up to her, she had went under a semi and split the car in half.
Wow.
How long ago was this?
I'm thinking this was in the mid 2000s.
Okay, no, that's a different story.
Right.
But yeah,
But that
yeah.
shit was crazy, bro.
super crazy.
It was just crazy, and and he felt so bad because he was trying to prevent it,
Right.
and he was like, "No."
right.
It was just fucked up because she was dead hanging out the car, and he was just really trying to prevent it.
Right.
That happened to. I went out with Priceless one night. She had a performance, and I went out with her and her homegirls, and her homegirl brought her homegirl, but her homegirl was a Hispanic female, and she used to use niggas. Like, she'd go home with a nigga, do whatever they do, nigga, then go in their pockets, nigga, and dip. So she did it to one nigga. He hopped up on her. She ran out, hopped in her car. He hopped in his car, followed her and all that. You could probably look this up.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she did the same shit, nigga. He was chasing her, nigga. She ran behind the semi, nigga, and died. You know what I'm saying? Probably had a couple $100 from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit don't be worth y'all life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, we say karma catches up to people and stuff like that. Like that young lady, we don't know what else she did. You know what I mean? But, you know, sometimes that karma takes a while. Sometimes that shit happens real quick.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just be careful what you do to people. And,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
karma's a
saying?
bitch. And it does come back around when you least expect it.
Exactly. That's facts.
Definitely do. Since we talking about cars, man, you want to talk about what happened in the ATL? It ain't even on the shit. But
Man, so I guess this weekend there was something going on in the ATL, and a dude just recklessly was running from the police and just started hitting people.
no, it was a sideshow.
Oh, it was a sideshow.
Yeah, you know how motherfuckers
yeah,
be
yeah,
getting
yeah.
mad. Like, y'all done blocked the whole street. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done ran over niggas. Like,
At the
nigga,
sideshow?
At the sideshow. Yeah. Not the people in the sideshow,
Right.
but, you know, you know how
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
this shit is crazy, man.
You got to pour out that water that's in there. I just drank it. You know how you go to a sideshow, well, I guess they call them in L.A. Street takeovers. You know what I'm saying?
They're sideshows, yeah.
But they
Residents in the back,
sideshows,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
park your cars all four corners, and then now you got niggas in the middle of the street, you know what I'm saying, hitting donuts and burning rubber and shit, doing what they do.
But you'll literally be stuck somewhere with your
Yeah.
family, and you gotta endure that shit.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers will not let you out. We were in LA one time at a gas station getting some gas, and the shit just happened in a matter of seconds.
Right.
The shit was just crazy how everybody converged on this gas station, and we were stuck.
Man.
Hell yeah.
But you ain't
To
hopping
the
your
police
shit and
station.
run niggas over.
No,
You know what I'm saying? That's what that, he looked like he was either Caucasian or Hispanic. Because the police, it seemed like the police was there already. Because soon as he hit that motherfucker, they ran up on him, did the pit maneuver, circled him out, and the police, that nigga hopped on the car. He did the most.
Yeah.
Police hopped on the car, nigga, pulled the gun out, nigga, like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, nigga, had old boy slide out the window, nigga.
Wow.
Because he ran into the side of his car.
Yeah, he couldn't get out.
Yeah, he couldn't get out. Ran into the side of
They
his
was
car.
gonna light his ass up, and that
Yeah.
was crazy.
That's
But
wild.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Many years ago, I was in the Bay. And
Oh, yeah, that's where it originated.
And I seen that shit happen, bro.
Yeah, that's where
And
it started.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was one of the wildest things I ever seen in my life.
Thank you. Thank you.
That shit was, and look, it was just like that. It happened in a matter of seconds.
Them niggas used to take over the freeway.
I was just about to say that, but in the Bay, they used to let it go on for a certain period of time. Like nobody was fucking with people,
right.
you know,
And that's
until
because all
people
the
start getting
motherfuckers
hurt.
started dying. No, see what happened was motherfuckers started dying.
Right.
Then that's when they started allowing the side shows. But then niggas started shooting motherfuckers.
Right.
And then that's when it became an issue. Because niggas would run from the police. So it was like 30 niggas dying every weekend because they
Yeah.
trying to outrun the police.
Yeah,
man.
on bikes, whatever.
They,
Yeah, you're
they
right.
smacking everything.
You're right.
Crazy. How you feel about the side shows though? Like, should the, like, I'm just tell you what I feel real quick. What I feel like they did street racing.
Right.
So they like, nigga, come race your car up here,
Exactly.
Irwindale Speedway.
Right.
I feel like, nigga, one of these race car spots or something should set some shit up for if niggas want to come and do a sideshow, come and do it here in the safe
Exactly.
zone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I think. That's what I believe it's gonna come to. Like, oh,
It's
y'all
gonna
gonna
have
do
to.
it. Y'all gonna
Yeah.
do this anyway.
Yeah.
Won't y'all come over here?
Right.
Everybody pay like $10 to get in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On a night where we ain't got shit popping.
Right.
Y'all come do this once a week, or we'll make it 2
Exactly.
days a week,
Right.
and y'all just come show out y'all shit here. And then it ain't gonna be nobody going to jail.
Thank
Ain't
you.
gonna be nobody dying.
Exactly.
But you
Have a
know
little
what they're
safe
worried
zone.
about? The nigga element.
Yeah,
No,
because you can't search every car.
That,
Yeah.
and then, you know, you get motherfuckers around that just, you know, there for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you too. The one thing about the sideshow is normally it's a nigga that orchestrates the shit. Even if they do it on social
definitely.
media, it's a certain. But
Yeah.
normally these are car enthusiasts. These normally ain't like
Right.
typical gangster thug
Yeah,
type
yeah,
niggas.
you're right.
Now,
You're
obviously,
right.
that element is going to be anywhere when it comes to
But
urban.
But when
society,
you
but-
bring it to an establishment like, let's say, the Fontana Speedway,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
can't nobody get popped.
Yeah, no,
Because
and I mean
then
that's
they
a great
become-
idea.
But then because they become liable.
No, but that's
And
a
they
great
gon-
idea. But
and
you
the
can
motherfucker
have
gonna
and
get
you can
caught.
have the
Yeah.
you have
So
security.
that's all
you
I'm
have
saying.
police there. No, that's a great idea. But
Right.
like I said, you definitely want to make it in a safe environment because that's the other thing. Like niggas is getting smacked, by these vehicles at the side shows too. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
That's another
know,
whole.
yeah, that's a whole
Man,
nother
because
you
they
know
want to
what
be
I'm saying?
dancing and
Yeah,
romancing
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit
yeah.
while
Trying-
niggas-
or you
I'm trying
know,
to get close to the car.
That's
while
what
a
happened
nigga
in
doing
L.A.
it.
That's
Yeah.
what nigga smacked the girl in L.A.
Yeah.
Killed her.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
That's what's happening. So that's the thing. But
But niggas lose control of them cars too because a lot of them cats, they not experienced.
no, they're not.
Them Bay niggas, they just
They've been
another.
doing it-
Listen,
they've been
it's
doing
just,
it forever, though.
Listen, it's another level
Oh,
how
yeah.
they are on a car.
They
Yeah.
be practicing.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck they be
They
doing.
be practicing
But them
that,
niggas, they know how to mob.
Oh yeah, for sure. Off top of this, they started, and like I said, that's the other thing. Now is just gaining more traction. You know what I'm saying? Because now is hitting other states, it's hitting other pockets. It's you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, man, like you said, man, that's what you have to do. You have to come to some type of common ground. You know what I mean? So therefore, you can incorporate other aspects and relationships into the shit too. You can have Dodge at a side show, you know what I'm saying, or have where a nigga can rent a, you know what I'm saying. Anything. There's so much you can do with that avenue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and you save lives. That's a win-win.
Do you think, like, while y'all was talking, I was just thinking about something. So, Asians, right?
Right.
What do they call it? Like, it was Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
Right.
drifting.
Drifting. That shit came from sideshows.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
but if
it's
you
a
notice,
subculture of it.
Exactly.
theirs was in peace though. But
Yeah.
you're right though.
Yeah.
They did have where they were gambling and they took over spots and then the police did get involved. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. My bad.
But
I'm out of pocket.
no, you saying the right shit. I'm just saying, I believe, like, the side shows is basically, you know, people doing donuts and, you know, doing figure eights and all of that, right? So when you look at drifting, that's all they doing. And
Exactly.
they breaking. Every turn they breaking.
They just going in a circle.
Okay,
Right.
now we hit that
But
one.
they was doing that shit on the streets.
Yeah,
you know,
no, they
racing
were.
in between traffic.
No,
They
no,
just
they were.
put a little spin on it.
It's just an import. So normally what it is what you'll see when you see or when it comes to a comparison as far as drifting versus like the sideshow aspect of it is that it's normally imports, Nissans, Toyotas.
Yeah,
that's on the
I was just about to say
That's
something.
on the
When it
drifting.
So
comes,
imagine the homies we had that were in high school, right? That were having nitrous and shit in their cars.
oh no, we had homies that
Right.
did.
That's
the
what I'm
import
saying.
Scene. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
My cousin
So,
Joseph.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
remember,
so
I had a
that you have
homeboy
to
back
be
in the
Asian
day.
to do that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I had a homeboy back in the day, and I remember back in the day, he was like, "I'm putting nitrous tanks in my car." I'm like, what the fuck for? He didn't have no back seat, no nothing. It was only him and the bitch,
Right.
and he did it on purpose.
And he got a roll cage.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because
Because he's flying.
But but that's the look. And just like when you putting a Lolo together,
Right.
it's gonna look a certain way. You
Right.
know, it's the same thing with the import scene. You know what I mean? So that's where the drifting culture kind of came from. It is an aspect of that in the import culture as far as the car culture. And like I said, with the sideshow set, it's more like more American muscle type shit normally.
I get that, but that's why I said, okay, when you think of, I ain't trying to be racist or nothing, but when you think of Americans, right, not drifting, but sideshows, you think of a nigga in an American car,
Right.
niggas in old schools,
Right.
niggas in Dodge Chargers,
Exactly.
Challengers,
All
doing
that
that
shit,
shit, right?
right.
Them all American cars.
Right.
Right.
But then you think about
Novas.
Asians, right? You think about Asians, right? What did
Deltas.
they drive? Nissans.
Nissans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Toyotas.
All that type of
Toyotas.
shit,
But
right?
but they was putting the WAP
Hondas.
on them.
Yeah,
though.
but they just put our culture and then they put it in their same culture and they just threw a little twist.
Oh yeah,
on
no,
it.
that's for sure.
So-
That's
So
what
I'm
happened.
saying
So peep
it's
this.
one and the same.
It
what was
is,
the
it
hottest
is.
car
It
in our
definitely
generation
is.
for a young person?
Jacking motherfuckers for them Nissan trucks
Nope.
right in the drive-through.
Nope.
Honda.
The hot,
Honda
exactly.
Accord.
Honda Accord and Honda
Accord.
Civic.
Yeah, Honda
For
Accord.
us, it was a Civic. But if you was balling, like, you know,
Yeah,
that
you
was
had
like
a
a Accord
Accord.
status.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I remember, because like, that's all I wanted. I remember at first I wanted the Suzuki Sidekick.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But then faded, and
Thank
then I
you.
wanted a Honda Civic. Then I got one, and that motherfucker did run forever.
It did. It did.
That's what they did. They are reliable,
Yeah.
player.
Yeah, I think we all wanted it. I wanted a Civic station wagon.
Ooh, the
The
Accord
Honda.
station
You
wagon.
want the Accord wagon.
The Civic wasn't the
I
station
wanted-
wagon; it was the hatchback
It was-
already.
Four-door hatchback. It looked like a wagon, though.
No, that
Gotcha.
was the Accord.
You know
That was
what
the
I'm saying?
Accord.
No, not my brother had.
Oh,
a
you
Accord.
talking about the hatchback
the hatchback
Civics.
Civic?
Period.
But it was a four-door. See, I'm
Oh,
thinking.
I've never seen that.
What? I'm thinking about an 80,
I've never
probably
seen
like
that.
an 86, 87.
Oh yeah, back then they had the four-door.
They had the four-door hatchback.
station
Looked like a
wagons.
station wagon.
No, it was a station
I used to
wagon.
want one of them
Yeah.
motherfuckers so bad.
Yeah,
nigga.
it
Like
would look-
I
it was a
need one of
station
these.
wagon.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that shit was
saying?
dope, yeah.
And my brother got the Accord, and then like y'all was saying, man, I was like, man, that Accord is fire.
Hell
He had
yeah.
that blue. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
He had that. Yeah, that one right there, nigga. Yeah, that one right there.
No, when
nigga.
he said-
I
no,
used to
when he
want
said
that car
that
so
bitch.
When he said
bad.
80.
Go show it to the camera real quick. Walk
when
out
he
there and
said
show it to
80,
the
I
camera.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that-
yeah, that's what I used to want, nigga, so bad.
That car is
So
legendary.
bad. You
That's a
feel me?
legendary whip
I
right
bet
there.
that motherfucker right now selling for like 20 bands.
Hey,
Oh,
you
man.
know what I used to want back in the day before all this shit? I remember I used to want an Astro van.
I'm
Oh,
telling
hell
you.
yeah.
I don't know why the fuck I
Yeah.
wanted an Astro
They was
van.
the shit.
Did your mom have one?
No,
No.
That was the
She
shit.
wanted
man.
a Saab.
A
My
Saab?
mom had like a yellow. I remember back in the day she had a yellow Toyota Corolla. It was like a '79, but that motherfucker was durable.
Yeah.
Until I wrecked it.
But
Thank you.
that's crazy though, because the cars back in the days used to run like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they'd
we lived
last.
in San Gabriel. My mama had a Chrysler New Yorker.
Thank you.
Those was the shit though
Nigga,
back
and that
in the day.
motherfucker went everywhere, nigga. I'm talking about. I played basketball.
That was the only
So,
good car Chrysler made.
She'd be out in the
New Yorker was the
motherfucking what city? What's Tustin?
Right.
We going to tournaments in Orange County.
Thank you.
UC Irvine.
Thank you.
Down to LA.
Thank you.
Like we was everywhere in that motherfucker. Anybody needed a ride, the
Thank
back
you.
seat nigga fit like 5.
Thank you. Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
No. It was a 4-door nigga. That motherfucker was dusty. But it ran though. That's one
Thank
thing
you.
about the cars back in the days. You know what I'm saying? If something fucked up on the car, you pop the hood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and you
saying?
can fix it right
Move
there.
this around,
You
that
can
around.
even like makeshift make a piece to get you to where you needed to go.
Hell yeah.
My mom had a Plymouth Duster.
Uh-huh.
I hated that motherfucker. It was blue, like royal blue,
Right.
Dodger blue,
Thank you.
and she kept it clean. But you can hit that motherfucker against something, it wouldn't scrape,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
'cause,
do
nigga,
nothing.
It was metal.
That motherfucker was fully steel.
I learned how to
Like
drive.
the hardest
nigga.
steel ever. I remember she hit somebody, right?
Uh-huh.
In that motherfucker and tore that shit up, nigga. Only thing she had was scratches on the bumper.
On the real. That's
Real
how
shit.
it was, man. We had a
Real
citation too. That's how I learned how to drive.
Yeah,
in
I
a
remember
Chevy
those.
Citation. You know what I'm saying? I think that was my love of like
Those was like
hatchback.
the little box car. No, that
It was a old school, new school car because it was like a bubble.
Right.
Remember the Chevy Corsica?
Right.
Yeah.
So it was like a Chevy Corsica with a bubble on the back, but a little more boxy. You know what I'm saying? But it was trying to go into the new age. And
Right.
that motherfucker, that taught me how to drive. I drove all summer, everywhere.
Let me ask you a question. What was your first car?
81 Mazda RX-7.
What was your first car, Flossie?
A 96 Camaro.
Oh, he had
All
a good.
in.
Nigga, I had a motherfucking 89 Mercury Tracer.
Oh, shit. Y'all both was better than me, nigga. I used to have to,
No,
me and my boy Josh.
that car
nigga,
stayed in the shop.
Nigga, stayed in the shop, nigga. My shit used to stop everywhere, nigga, every light. I used to have to run stop signs, nigga, because if I stopped, that
It was a
motherfucker
wrap.
was gonna cut off. And it was a stick shift, so you just had to push it.
Yeah.
You know, my
Get it started.
fondest memory of having that car was coming through. I told you I stayed in San Gabriel. So we was coming up Del Mar. You know how you come up Del Mar, like Los Tunis area, then you
Right.
go into the houses.
Right.
And me and my boy Josh, we had stopped. Man, a little white boy hopped out the car with his mama. They pulled over, nigga. He helping us push that motherfucker.
Wow.
That's the only thing I can really remember about that car.
Thank
was
you.
getting pushed by a little bitty white kid. He
Thank
hopped out
you.
the car like, I'm helping some niggas.
I'm going to help y'all, though. I'm going to help you.
You know what I'm saying?
He was happy.
Man, I be telling my son, like, nigga, you lucky your first car was good, nigga. Because my first car was $500 bucket.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Learn
Don't
how to
be
drive
stupid.
stick shift the day I bought the car.
My
Real
daughter,
spit.
her
Real
dream
spit.
car was like a 90, like a 2000 Honda Accord. And that's what she had.
Man, on the real. Shit. This nigga, boy, I'm telling you. Shit.
They don't graduate, but she don't appreciate it. I noticed that because I was looking at her car the other day. Her car is filthy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna have my boy come wash your car. She's like, no, it's all right.
Yeah.
Like, your car smell like bologna and you're a vegetarian.
Which one of your homegirls been in the car? Shit, old sandwich eating ass Italian.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
You know, they love that Italian.
man, on the real. On the real, man. I'm going to take it back to a spot where I used to live, man. So I used to live in Milwaukee. I think I talked about it on here. So y'all might know. I lived in Milwaukee for a lot of years. But, man, they got a Milwaukee teacher, man, that was fucking with an 8th grader. You know what I'm saying? She's accused of having sex with an 8th grader. And you know what she did on his birthday? 8th grade. So what's that, like 14 at the most?
No, hell no. That's like 13.
Yeah, I'm about to say 13.
12, 13.
Well, you got to think about it. How many kids
Yeah,
that's
these
12 or
niggas is
13?
retarded right now.
Hold on. How many kids that's 12 and 13 going to be in the 9th grade? So he had to
No,
be
it's
at
not.
least 14.
No. Ninth grade is usually about 13.
You're around 14, 13, 15, depending. Like, Bailey got skipped. She's 13. She's in the 9th grade. But
Okay.
Jaden is in the 8th grade.
Right.
He's 13.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Prime
So he
example.
about 14. Just
No.
say he 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Okay. She bought this nigga a Glock 19 for his
Hey.
birthday. Where was these bitches when we was in school?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Glock?
We had one at our school, but what happened was they got rid of that bitch so quick that it didn't make the news.
Right.
They did their own in-house cleaning. And
See, this didn't make the news. It's on social media.
I know.
We didn't have social media.
The bitch bought him a glass. Man, where was these bitches when we was young?
Man, in school with us.
But I ain't gonna lie. When I was in school, I had a little teacher's assistant. You know what I'm saying? But I was like maybe like 15, 16.
She was probably like what, 19? Teacher, TA?
20.
20? Okay.
She was 20. She
I
was
think
fresh
this
out of
lady in
college.
her 30s. She's the teacher.
Yeah, she seen potential in that little nigga. But let's be honest. We've all had an older woman look at us like dinner.
Oh, of course.
And some of us have indulged.
Yeah, man. keeping a nigga after class and shit, you know. I'm proud. I ain't proud to say it, but I used to have a teacher in the 8th grade, so thick. And man, shit. I stayed in trouble to try to stay after class and see what it was. You know what I'm saying?
What it might do, huh?
It never popped. You know what I'm saying? It never popped. You know,
Thank you.
I talked too much back in them days. I realized that.
You would have told.
Yeah, because I talked too much. I wouldn't have told like the people, but like my homies.
Yeah, he would have bet.
That's what I'm saying. He obviously told.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know,
because his mama put the pressure on him. What happened, and you know, he probably had a mama who he still fears.
Miss Jenkins.
Yeah,
she bought that. I've been fucking her since I was in the 6th grade, mama.
Thank you.
She done took a nigga virginity and all that.
Thank you.
She slob a nigga knob nice.
In our generation, mama would make a deal. That nigga better graduate with honors.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Get that nigga all A's. You better talk to them other teachers.
You better talk to them other teachers.
You know, in middle
better
school,
work together.
In middle school, that's when you start dipping classes. You be like, oh, I got this class, this teacher for 2 or 3 classes, and then
periods.
those other teachers. Yeah.
It wasn't like being in just Miss Lujan's class.
Yeah, and that bitch teaching every subject.
Yeah.
She don't like nobody. She don't like her job. None of that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, and that's crazy. It came from Milwaukee, but I think that shit is happening everywhere.
It is.
You know, just people, you know, them niggas are smart. They ain't telling nobody.
Listen, you have some young men who are quiet, and there are teachers who know them and know that they won't say anything, and they want to break them in.
Right.
Because there's still women out here in the world that pride themselves on getting a young virgin and turning them out.
Right.
Nigga, when I was young, I had an older woman who kind of preyed on me.
Right.
You know, and
So did you get molested?
no.
Oh,
It wasn't nothing like that.
I'm trying. No.
She gave me an inkling. She gave me an
Some mutual
inkling.
contact.
Yeah, there was exactly.
Nigga, if you 13 and she 29, 30, nigga, it may in your mind be mutual, nigga, but that's still molestation.
Oh
nigga.
yeah.
Oh no, I know that. I'm not
Hey,
saying that.
but listen,
I'm not saying
I'm gonna be honest. And
Shit.
I got what you saying.
Yeah.
But I was already off the porch.
Yeah.
So you know, in my mind, I was kind of working on this.
Yeah.
Just keep it real.
I'm trying to think of the show that's on. It's a show on Peacock with old boy that
tell
be
her,
playing.
Floss, we work on shit. We you know.
Thank you.
I didn't have like a 6-year plan or nothing like that, but you know, I was just gonna be nice for a certain amount of time to get what I needed to move on.
Thank
I feel
you.
you.
Don't be stupid.
I'm trying to think of the name of this show. It's on Peacock with old boy from you know, the dude that played Charles Barkley in the commercials and shit. So they got a show on Peacock, and he with this girl, the girl that played in that movie with Jonas, and he with Lauren London. Y'all seen that movie? With Lauren London.
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy. With Eddie Murphy and Mike Epps.
Yeah. So that girl, she plays on the show on Peacock. That's where I know her from. But anyway, old boy, he be talking about, yeah, man, I've been fucking bitches since I was 12 years old. Yeah, and he told the story about his mama's friend used to babysit him and do all this, and they was like, nigga, you got molested. You know what I'm saying? He was like, y'all niggas mad because y'all didn't get y'all dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound like that nigga.
Well, you know what? At that time in my life, I've been watching a whole lot of Cinemax.
Thank you.
And you guys know what I'm talking about. with Pink
HBO
Titties.
After Dark.
No,
and shit.
no. Cinemax used to have the raunchiest movies.
Yeah.
Because that's what Porky's and shit used to,
Right,
Revenge of the Nerds back in the day.
We watched all that shit.
Yeah, so, but if you remember Cinemax,
Oh,
because that was like, you'd get Cinemax for free if you got HBO.
Right, of course.
But you didn't get Showtime.
Yeah. Well, that was back when that shit was popping. We was living in Milwaukee, and we called him Uncle Charles and shit. He used to work for my grandmother, but he used to have a hookup on like the super boxes today. He used to have the little black boxes for the cable.
Yeah, for
you
the
just
cable.
take that shit and put your cable box in there, and you got every channel. So, nigga, we had every channel, nigga, pay-per-view, all of that.
All that.
Back in the days, you know what I'm
Was
saying?
it the...
No,
nigga, this had like 7 buttons on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This had like 7
I remember
buttons
when
on that
I had
disc.
cable when it first came out, when you had to turn that motherfucker.
Oh, shit. I don't remember that cable.
Hey,
I do.
You know what's so funny? I know somebody right now that still got one of them boxes, a black box, right now, and it worked.
Yeah.
Talking about from the 80s, though.
Yeah.
That's
Them
what I'm
motherfuckers
talking
was
about, the
official.
80s. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
My
the
uncle
80s.
had one, but remember back in the day, you had to place it right. You couldn't move it.
Right.
But that was then. Now you could probably move them.
Hell
But
yeah.
back then, you couldn't move that motherfucker because it had the perfect signal.
Thank you.
And you would move it and fuck it up.
Thank you.
That's back when I learned about satellite TV.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You watching satellite TV, you turn to one of the motherfucking French channels.
My
They
grandpa,
fucking.
Exactly.
my great grandpa, he had
The
satellite.
motherfuckers fucking on a regular TV
Right,
show.
on a regular show.
You watching Happy Days in France and shit, and you like, oh, this shit is cool. Next thing you know, they
Thank you.
My-
Like, God, like
damn.
what's going on?
My grandpa,
What
he used
time
to have
is
that
it?
big
I
ass
watch
dish.
this tomorrow.
He had the
Exactly.
big ass dish in the background. I mean, in the backyard. And like, don't touch the dish.
Yeah.
And then a baller going there. We'd be in the backyard playing a baller going there. Grandpa, come get the ball out the dish.
The
Thank
motherfuckers was big. They got
Yeah, they
like
was
12
huge.
feet.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers was super big. You know who had
My
money when
Grandpa
you drove
Davis.
through the neighborhood.
I had one of
Like,
them.
them niggas got the satellite.
Hey, remember in Compton
the
when niggas had
satellite
a satellite dish
When
in
we
their
was on
yard and shit?
59th. We
Yeah.
had the satellite. When I was on Normandy and 59th. And,
Oh,
you know,
man.
Keith Lewis, that nigga had that. We had that huge satellite.
We wasn't balling.
I was in there. I was on Normandy and
We
59th.
wasn't
nigga.
balling
I don't
at
know
all.
what part of balling that is in detail, nigga.
Man.
Nigga, this was in the 80s, nigga. It was crack alley. Like I
On the
stayed, nigga, behind the alley, that crack alley, nigga, that was 2020. The boy Dan broke off when he went and did the little interview. Nigga, I lived off
You
that
mean
alley.
Tom broke off?
Yeah, Tom broke off.
Dan broke off.
I was like, damn, that nigga named himself, nigga.
Nah.
Broke off?
Nah,
Broke off, nigga. That was his hood name. Broke
Yeah,
off.
I got broke off, nigga.
Tom broke off.
The Mexicans
Tom
came and
broke
blessed me, nigga.
Broke off.
Thank
Dan
you.
broke off.
Thank you.
I got the whole hood sold, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm Rick Ross before Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just today, man, Sha'Carri Richardson, she took
the
that
record.
100.
Yeah.
She took that 100, man, from them broads from Jamaica. They was clowning because she came in like 5th or 6th in the qualifying. So they've been clowning her all week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she came, if you watch the race, she came in from like, nigga, 3rd or 4th place.
Thank
And they, the broad from Brazil, she thinking she got it. Yeah. Because, in racing, the middle lanes is the people that got the top
Right.
qualifying. And then the
Exactly.
outside is the
Those are the
people,
people, yeah.
that just barely made it. She was in the 8th lane.
Right.
Man, she came in that motherfucker and you just seen her getting faster and faster and faster and faster. And she won. She probably won by like maybe, 0.8. You know what I'm saying? Like less than a second. But shit, she won that shit. And she didn't clown or nothing. But you know what I mean? We just want, y'all Jamaicans out there to be, giving that congratulations as loud as y'all was trying to diss her.
Right.
And we always say on here, man, that she was going to come up,
Thank you.
We're all people of color. And
Definitely.
regardless to what island, what country, whatever we come from, we got to support each other.
Definitely.
We don't look at you guys no different.
Yeah.
When you guys celebrating victory, we celebrate with you because we look at black people.
Yeah. When
You know?
Usain Bolt won,
Right.
we was happy
we
for
was
him.
happy as a motherfucker.
Shit, but
Right.
y'all
That-
can't be happy for
Exactly.
us.
Yeah, but you guys have to learn that there is no separation when it comes to black people and people of color.
Definitely,
So
man.
Exactly.
that's just it, and that's all.
I just want to say something real quick, man. I was watching this this dude, man. This ain't got nothing to do with the show, but kind of what you just said right there. That you know, they was talking about how, you know, Christopher Columbus did this and did that, and how people are from over here and over there. And the dude was like telling Joe Rogan, because, you know, he got a podcast.
He got a
that's
cold
popping,
podcast.
and old boy was on there, and he was telling him, he was like, so do you think that black people wasn't already here? Like, think about this. And it made me think too. Like, you all right? So would you, like, say, I don't know, say you got a studio, right? Mm-hmm. I can't even put it in that terms. Say you sell the shoes you got on right now, right? So would you send your money to China? You send 100,000 trying to get 100,000 pairs, right? But only 50,000 gonna come back. Would you rather do that, or would you rather go get them over here at the same price and they already here? You just got to go pick them up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to pick them up.
Exactly. So he was saying, do you think, you know, people came from Africa? Of course, they were slaves that came from Africa, but do you think it was profitable for a nigga to be like, oh, we gonna lose half of our shipment coming? He was like, nah, them niggas was already here.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was already
we
here.
explored way before
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, that's how I was
And-
gonna get into that.
And you know, when you start getting into South America, like he said that they're saying that he, you know, he arrived in South America in places first and he dropped off slaves and whatnot.
Right. That's
But
not
if you,
true.
it's not true. But if you look at the footprint, you gotta see the deeper you get down South America,
Right.
the blacker they get.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't go to all those places. So what people are trying to say, and I never really thought about this till I heard that. You trying to say that these white people could build a boat and we couldn't? Like, we were already doing exploring in the
We were the ones
1400s.
building the boats.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, they thinking that we weren't exploring before these motherfuckers?
We
That-
were.
That was 300 years later in
That's
1776.
what we do know, because
You know what I'm saying?
people there was a time where the English wanted people to look for spices because they were, you know, that's what they wanted,
Right.
and we were the first to do that.
Yeah, and then he was trying to tell motherfuckers, not trying to tell motherfuckers, but, you know, English people, because, you know, they come from England and Europe and shit like that, right? The motherfuckers never took baths. They would wear the same clothes every fucking day.
Fucking
and,
each other.
And then, yeah,
All
fucking
kinds
each
of-
other,
all kinds of
boys,
crazy
girls,
shit,
all types
yeah.
of shit. And then when they met us, we was like, nigga, you got to take a bath. You got to
Exactly.
clean yourself. You can't be
Exactly.
wearing that same shit every fucking day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We taught motherfuckers, and we had the food source. So we fed y'all motherfuckers. We showed y'all motherfuckers how to clean your bodies. If not, nigga, United States will be full of people that's just all funky. They wouldn't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people don't give us enough props because, you know, if you just go off of what they teach you in school, you will be lost in thinking that, yeah, we
Exactly.
all came over on a boat. We the ones that survived. And then people in Africa be like, yeah, we the ones that stayed. But, you know, we all one and the same. Like he was saying, we all one and the same. A lot of our family that came out here, they didn't start off as slaves. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? These motherfuckers came out here on some exploring type shit.
Right.
Like we
Exactly.
about to, man, we building boats and we
Now-
doing all this. Hold up, real quick. Black people invented most of the shit that's a convenience to people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can look up whatever because there's so many shits that
Thank
we
you.
done invented. You know what I'm saying?
That
we got
make
on the
life
air conditioner
convenient.
right now.
That
You know
by
what I'm
black
saying?
men.
So
They
you
made
know,
things convenient
It's
for
just
people.
like toilet stool. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much stuff, and people just want to hold us back and say, "Oh, y'all only built that because y'all was." No, man, we
Right.
did every fucking thing before y'all
Exactly.
motherfuckers even thought about doing some shit.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't know. What was you gonna say, S?
No, I was just gonna say that we don't get the credit we deserve for a lot of things.
Right.
and that, you know, what we did was we made things convenient for the world. We found ways to, you know, when it was hot in places, to refrigerate it and get everybody cool. We found ways to feed people off scraps and to raise a family. We found ways to do things. We're one of the most resilient people on this earth. You know, people of color. I'm not just going to say black. I'm just going to say people of color.
Hell yeah, because the motherfuckers give you EBT, right? Even today, motherfuckers give a motherfucker EBT, but niggas is making full course meals off some shit.
So this is what I did want to say. Yesterday, I was watching. Larry Elder was on The Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
It's an interview you guys need to watch. It was really cold and informing. You know, people get Larry Elder really twisted. They think that he's against us, and he's really for us. But he wants us to be more accountable than we've been.
Right.
Because there was a time where we were accountable for our own.
Definitely.
50s, 60s.
Yeah.
You know, some of the 70s. But the 80s, it just went haywire.
Well, that's the drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But not only that, he was talking about how in the 70s, they came up with welfare. And they encouraged your man not to be home so you can get this money.
No, that's how you were able to get it.
Yes.
You couldn't have a man
couldn't.
in the house.
And they had a
Claudine.
social worker come to your house.
You remember Claudine?
Yes, definitely. They had a social worker come to your house weekly to make sure that there wasn't no man living there so you can get this extra money. And they were saying that right there was one of the things that helped destroy the black home.
Oh, of
and
course.
it did because a lot of sisters would choose that money over a relationship.
Right.
And they get more money if both of them was doing their job.
Yeah.
You know, they give you scraps and you take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a lot of families out there right now. I can do this all by myself. I'm paying $6 a month for rent because they gave me Section 8, and it's only supposed to be me and my kids. You know, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you think about it. You give somebody with 2 kids, I don't even know what the county give for 2 kids. Just say they give you $1,000 and your rent is $16, $26, $100. You got $900 to fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because shit, you gonna hit up Mariella or something to pay your light bill.
Right.
You know, gonna hit up one of these, you know, Jackie Robinson Center if you live in Dina.
But now
You know?
you can only do that 2 times a year. And you got to do it 6 months in, you know, between.
Well, shit.
And they're only giving you $150.
Nah, they give you more than that.
Nah, $150.
Is that in Glendora?
No.
I done seen them recently pay a nigga $1,000 bill
In Pasadena?
in Pasadena. Yeah. Yeah. In Pasadena. Yeah. I done seen them pay a nigga $600. They paid the homie bill. His was like almost $400.
Right.
That's a homie we all know. We went down there together, not to there, but to the Pasadena, and they was like, "Oh, you can call this number right here. They'll probably pay all this shit." And they called me the next week, like, "Yeah, they paid that shit." You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
It was like $397. But mind you, nigga, this was like last year.
Right.
This was like last year.
That's when the
Come to
money
think
was still
about it.
flowing.
Yeah, this was like last year.
Right.
Shit, these years be floating by fast.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, I just remember, you know, in the time when I needed help, it was only $150. The most was because I remember my electric bill. If you remember when I lived down on Raymond, my power used to get cut off often. So yeah.
Oh shit. Nah, nigga was looking at the check stubs.
I didn't have no check stubs.
Oh,
When I was living on Raymond, I didn't have no check stubs.
you had it in your name then?
It was in her name, and then we had to put it in my name, and then that's why I can't get it in my name now.
Oh, goddamn. Maybe ask me for a house payment for the
Yeah.
down payment.
Yeah,
Nah.
know what I mean?
My boy looked out for me.
Oh, okay. Cool. Anything else, y'all,
No, sir.
gentlemen?
Y'all catch that footage of old girl that was trying to kill herself and the police was about to kill her and run her over?
Speak on it.
So it's this young lady, she was severely distraught over something. I'm not quite sure exactly what it was, but at one point she's like walking down the middle of the road and she got the burner and she pointing it at the police. You know, and they They not tripping. They ain't pulled their guns or nothing. But at one particular point, she starts to run, and then she stops and she turns around and she puts the gun to her head. And the police niggas in the SUV, nigga doing like 50, and they try to run her over. Like as some type of tactic.
Right.
Like literally, nigga, they tried to run her over.
I can see that happening. You know, they rather break her legs and shit than kill herself.
But I'm just saying, nigga, they probably would have. The girl
Was that
like
suicide by cop?
80 pounds. If they would have hit her head on, like, nigga, they was going like 50.
Right.
If they would, then she would
She had a
have
weapon,
like
though.
100 yards if they would have hit her.
I hear you, right? But she pointing guns.
Yeah.
She pointing guns, right? Then she pointed it at herself. You know, obviously she didn't pull the trigger.
Right.
But like we was talking about gunplay, you never know what people gonna do.
So let me ask you a question.
They had to stop that threat.
You're in the car with your wife, your kids, and a motherfucker pull a gun out on you. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Is you gonna gun it, or is you gonna just sit there and let them do what they gonna do?
Oh, no, I'm definitely going to try to get away. I
There
mean,
you go.
regardless.
You gonna get away, or you gonna gun it and like head towards them? The only option you have is to head towards them.
Oh, yeah, if a nigga got the gun,
If you're in the car with your
how is
family
it-
and he's
how
doing
can
this,
I not back up?
I'm just saying, because you're in a situation where
If you back up, she got all windshield at
There you go.
Pow, pow, pow.
so the only way you got
know?
action is to gun it at her. What you
Yeah,
gonna do?
Very true. Very true. Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm just saying that was just.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I know we look at
It's a little fishy when you see the footage. You'll see because,
I got
like
you.
I said, it was something that went on over some time, and by the time that they did this, so I can't speak for even the officers
got
involved because it may have been a situation to where, hey, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it could have been a situation when enough is just enough. You know what I mean? And they was like, this shit is dragged on long enough. I don't know, but
I agree.
when you see the footage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a little funny.
Man, well, you know, like we always say, man, God bless the family. You know, whatever happened, you know, I hope they get it sorted out and they
sir.
figure out what was going on because, you know, it's always some shit going on in the world, man.
Did she die?
Nah, she.
So they
Nigga
did what they
said,
did.
hey, look, check it out.
They
So you
did
know
what
what
they
happened,
needed to
nigga? He's trying to hear it, nigga. Nigga did some old Spider-Man shit. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna let you niggas run me over now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let you niggas just run me over.
So
what
jumped
did,
on
what
the
did
whip.
What did she do then?
She jumped out of the way of the car, nigga, and dropped the gun.
See what I'm saying? So when you first started talking about it, we thought that they done hit the girl.
They hit her.
They hit her.
They still hit her, but yeah, she definitely tried to jump out the way.
So they
though.
accomplished. They go.
Yeah, they
got the
accomplished their
gun out
goal
of
for
her.
sure. They got the gun off. Yeah, they got that. They got the burner up off her.
When we look at the police, you know, we always be like, "Oh, they shouldn't have did that." Blah, blah. Oh, they could have handled it differently. But the only thing I can say for the police force is we not in their shoes. As
Right.
far as like he gave a nice scenario. If you was in the car and you
Right.
like shit, I gun it too.
Right.
So we got to think about the police. It's like life
yeah.
life and death type of shit. You know what I mean? So when
For
stuff
sure.
happen like that, we don't know what was going on in his mind and what was going on in her mind.
Exactly.
His first thought was like, "Oh, I got to get this gun out of her hand."
Thank
You know what I'm saying? And he accomplished his goal. She went to jail or hospital first. You know what I'm
quite
saying?
sure.
But nobody else got hurt.
Nobody
She was
else
from
got
Long
hurt.
Island.
Yeah, they got to save
She
the
was from
public.
Long Island.
They got to save the public, not just they life.
Thank you.
You know
She
what I'm
was from
saying?
Long Island. Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Oh yeah, she tripping.
She tripping. I'm gonna send
She
this to y'all.
tripping. They killed the girl in Walmart that was doing the same shit.
You right,
You know what I'm saying? Shit, they blasted her, but the difference is the girl in Walmart took a worker hostage.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she took a worker
you gonna-
hostage.
Yeah, you gonna
Yeah.
get the business in, shit like that. But yeah, she was from Long Island, huh? Yeah, that you see. So you see that?
Yeah, she was tripping.
Man, she was out there slim, looking good. A little weird bitch.
Tripping.
out there,
Shit.
out there on one, man.
Yeah, man. She didn't get no swipe that night.
Something happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Something happened. Maybe she hit some bad weed.
Man, on the real. This shit is brought to you by Famously Broke Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up at famouslyBroke.com. You know what I'm saying? We in the midst of switching over to Shopify, but you can still check us out on famouslyBroke.com. Famously Broke on Instagram. Shit is brought to you by New Wave Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? 1290 North Lake, Unit 102, Big Red Door. You know what I'm saying? Come holler, come get your hair cut. Shit like that. Also, this shit is brought to you by What's Understood by Pasadena Sean. You know what I'm saying? Slaps by the pound.
By
Flossy B. You know what I'm saying?
Shameless
And that
plug.
DA album coming soon.
Yay, there we go, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Happy birthday again to Floss Bizzle. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, much love. Appreciate
21
you, guys.
again.
Thank
know
you
what I'm
once again,
saying?
man.
Once again.
It's a beautiful blessing, man. It's a beautiful
man.
blessing.
It
you know
is.
What I'm saying?
Had a great time, man. We got to do part 2, I guess, when you come back.
Yeah.
You know
We're
what I'm
gonna make
saying?
it make sense. We're gonna
How
put
long-
it all together.
How long you staying in Palm Springs?
I'll be there until I'm gonna leave Friday, come back Sunday. I'll be there.
As you
Sunday.
should.
Are y'all going to hop on the ATVs while y'all out there?
Nah, no, we ain't gonna do the ATVs this time. Nothing
okay.
like that, because we taking the kids. Not like they don't.
You should take
They
them
got the
on
little
the
ones.
You should
They
take
got the
them.
little ones.
Yeah, but them niggas.
We
ain't
took a
ready.
sign ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them little niggas ain't ready.
Yes, they are.
Man,
My little niggas is not.
They ready.
Man, they for like
What's the
7-year-olds.
What's the youngest one? 10?
6.
6. He can ride.
Yeah, he can ride.
And they got a cage to put his ass in where he can ride in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see what it does.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
We'll see
cool.
what it
Like
do.
we took the kids, and Ray J loved that shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I don't know if them, them guys. I don't know. Well, we shall see. We shall
Okay.
see.
I need to find a spot out here that you can ride. I found a spot that you can ride the treks up to Mount Baldy, but they want like $250,
Yeah.
and then you watch the sunset. I'm like, man, I might as well rent a trek.
Yeah.
And then just come on, you know what I'm saying?
Thank
I
you.
$250. I keep that shit for like 2 days. Fuck some 2
Exactly.
hours.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit,
Shit, man.
Definitely rent them motherfuckers.
You know what? I'm thinking out loud right now. I might have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
it is.
Rent the motherfuckers for a couple of days. You know?
Why not?
Yeah. So man, we gonna shut this down. It's gonna be a quick one, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So Flossy B, you got any last words?
Yeah, man. Just tap in. We appreciate the love and support, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow together and grow with you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep showing the love and the support that you have. And, bigger and better things are on the way.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Pasadena Sean, it's all the same.
Man. Yay. Smoke weed. Every day.
Every day. Man, we appreciate all the day ones, man, because if you watching this episode, you still a day one. If this your first episode watching, you a day one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, man, because I mean, I know a lot of people like the content, but they don't share it. You know what I'm
Share it.
saying? Turn
Turn people on,
share
man.
it.
What's wrong with turning the motherfucker on,
Yeah,
man?
exactly.
I do that every
Thank
day,
you.
man.
Yeah, we share all these funny ass videos. Share some real shit.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
One
saying?
time.
One thing we gonna
One
do, man, is we
time.
gonna learn you something every episode. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me today that I was woke. I'm like, I'm not really woke. I just understand what's going on in today's society, what happened back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And then I
Yep.
correlate it all into one. And we all do the same thing. And we all, every time we talk, I learn something from him, learn something from him, learn something from Swaggy D, learn something from Nia, Tony Touch. We all learning from each other, man.
That
Because
part right there.
don't nobody know everything, man. So my last words, man, is learn from your brothers and your sisters, and it don't matter if they black or white. It don't matter if you're black or white. You know what I'm saying?
And learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, and learn from your mistakes. You feel me? And catch up, man. You know what I'm saying? Catch up on all the episodes that you missed. Because if you missed all the episodes, just go back, man. I ain't saying you got to listen to all the hour or 2 hours of. Just
Check
go
us out.
back and get something. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You're
some
going to get
game
a
in all
gym.
of 'em.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, man, shit, be better than you was yesterday, man. This is New Wave Shop Talk, man. This is episode 106. 106 in Dina. Dina Boy Juice, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Floss Bizzle, Flossy B, excuse me. Bread Boy, Pasadena Shine,
Yes, sir.
you know what I'm saying? SD, and yeah, man, Dina Boy Juice, man. For Tony Touch, for Swaggy D, for
Yes,
Nia
sir.
Sutherland, man. We out of this motherfucker, man. Peace.
Peace.
You're now tuned in to the number one podcast. I give you new wave shop talk, shop talk, shop talk. New wave shop talk, new wave, new wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop talk, shop talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New wave, new wave.
Real talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. I need some of them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.